Your ordinary home Wi-Fi network could soon become a powerful, completely invisible form of surveillance. Researchers in Germany have successfully demonstrated that standard wireless signals can be used to track people. By pairing everyday radio waves with artificial intelligence, they created a system that identifies individuals with striking accuracy. The technology is so advanced that it can recognize you even if you are not carrying an active device. If you find this content valuable, please hit like and subscribe to Visual Link for more in-depth technology updates. Turning off your smartphone or leaving it at home is no longer enough to avoid digital detection. As long as nearby wireless devices are connected to a network, they generate enough signal activity to track you. This means everyday internet routers could be quietly transformed into hidden monitoring systems without attracting any attention. Cybersecurity experts warn that this technology effectively turns every single wireless router into a potential means for surveillance. If you regularly walk past a local cafe operating a public network, you could be identified without noticing it. Worse, that data could be logged, allowing public authorities or private companies to recognize you when you return later. While intelligence agencies already hack security cameras or smart doorbells, Wi-Fi surveillance poses an entirely unique, unprecedented threat. Wireless networks are omnipresent, making them a nearly comprehensive tracking infrastructure that is completely invisible and raises absolutely no suspicion. Because these signals are running seamlessly in homes, offices, restaurants, airports, and public squares, the technology has enormous reach. The most alarming breakthrough of this specific research is that no special hardware or expensive sensors are needed. Unlike previous experimental setups that required specialized military gear, this method works with the standard hardware already in your home. Earlier approaches depended on tracking channel state information to measure how radio signals bounce off walls, furniture, and people. The new technique instead takes advantage of the normal, everyday communication protocols running between routers and connected smart devices. Devices on a wireless network regularly transmit unencrypted data packs, known as beamforming feedback information to the router. Because this specific feedback information is sent without any encryption, anyone within physical range can potentially intercept and read it. The artificial intelligence system analyzes these signal reflections to effectively create multiple detailed views of a human body. From these radio wave views, the machine learning model learns and memorizes unique individual identities and walking patterns. Once the machine learning model has been properly trained, identifying a specific person takes only a few seconds. In recent controlled tests involving nearly 200 participants, the system identified individuals with nearly 100% accuracy. The recognition remained flawlessly effective regardless of the viewing angle or how the participants naturally walked through the room. This near-perfect accuracy has raised massive red flags among global privacy advocates and human rights organizations. Experts emphasize that while the technology is incredibly powerful, it simultaneously entails severe risks to our fundamental right to privacy. Researchers are especially terrified of how this invisible tracking could be weaponized by authoritarian regimes to monitor civilian protesters. Governments could track the exact movements of dissidents and citizens without their knowledge, consent, or any visible equipment. Because of these dangers, scientists are urgently calling for stronger privacy protections to be built into upcoming international Wi-Fi standards. They are demanding that safeguards be included in the new IEEE 802.11bf protocol to encrypt beamforming data. The project was funded under the prestigious Helmholtz Engineering Secure Systems topic to study emerging cybersecurity threats. The research team is preparing to present these groundbreaking and chilling findings at a major communications security conference. The reality we face is that the physical world is becoming just as trackable as our digital browser histories. We used to believe that privacy meant leaving our phones behind and walking out into a crowded public space. But in a world saturated by wireless signals, our physical bodies themselves disrupt the radio frequencies around us. Every time you move through a room, your body reflects, absorbs, and scatters the invisible Wi-Fi waves. To an AI model trained on these subtle signal shifts, your physical gait is as unique as a fingerprint. The algorithm can differentiate your specific height, mass, and walking speed from anyone else in the building. This means companies could passively track exactly how long you stand in front of a product display in a retail store. They could monitor your daily habits, your arrival times at work, and the people you interact with inside an office. All of this data can be gathered without you ever logging into a network, clicking a link, or accepting cookies. The passive nature of this surveillance makes it incredibly difficult for the average citizen to protect themselves against. You cannot block a radio wave from bouncing off your skin unless you wear a fully shielded copper suit. This shifts the balance of power completely into the hands of network operators and those who can intercept the data. As artificial intelligence chips become integrated directly into consumer routers, this tracking capability will become standard. Future routers will not just distribute internet. They will constantly map the physical geometry of our living spaces. They will know exactly when you wake up, what room you are sleeping in, and when your home is empty. While tech companies will market these features as smart home conveniences, like automated lighting or elderly fall detection, the dual-use nature of the technology means the exact same data can be repurposed for aggressive corporate monitoring. The data economy is constantly hunting for new ways to monetize human behavior, and spatial data is the final frontier. Our homes were once considered the ultimate sanctuary from the prying eyes of big tech and government data centers. But the very utilities we pay for to keep ourselves connected are being inverted into tools for passive tracking. This research proves that the invisible infrastructure of the modern web is fundamentally insecure at a physical level. If unencrypted feedback data remains the standard for wireless communication, public privacy will completely cease to exist. We are moving rapidly into an era where anonymity in public spaces will require active, policy-driven technological encryption. The international bodies regulating wireless technology must prioritize security over sheer signal efficiency moving forward. If they fail to mandate encryption for beamforming feedback, they are approving a global surveillance grid by default. Consumers must also become hyper-aware of the hidden capabilities of the smart devices they welcome into their bedrooms. We can no longer afford to view technology through the single, narrow lens of user convenience and network speed. Every convenience we adopt carries a hidden cost to our personal autonomy, freedom of movement, and digital sovereignty. The German research serves as a loud, undeniable warning script for the immediate future of global civilian privacy. We must demand that tech manufacturers implement structural blockades to prevent the weaponization of our home networks. Until these strict technical updates are coded into the firmware of our routers, the air around us remains vulnerable. Your movements, your presence, and your identity are being drawn in real time by the very routers on your walls. As AI continues to merge with physical sensors, the boundaries of what can be tracked will expand exponentially. We are standing at a critical crossroads where we must legally define who owns the radio reflections of our own bodies. If we cede control of this spatial data, we cede the right to exist unmonitored in both public and private life. The choice to disconnect is being systematically taken away from us by the invisible networks that power our modern world. The internet digitized our thoughts, but advanced AI wireless tracking is now fully digitizing our physical bodies. Staying informed and demanding open source, encrypted hardware standards is our very best line of defense today. Do not let the convenience of a fast internet connection blind you to the quiet erosion of your fundamental rights. Check your devices, support privacy legislation, and always question the hidden data streams running through your home. The future of personal freedom depends entirely on our willingness to fight for encryption in every single domain. The signals are all around us, and it is time we take control of what they are revealing about our lives. Thank you for watching this special report, and make sure to subscribe to Visual Link for more global tech updates.